You've been told to walk 10,000 steps to keep your legs strong. But what if the secret to youth isn't movement, but stillness? Watch a marathon runner at 65. Their knees click. Their hips ache. They've worn their cartilage down to bone, chasing longevity through motion. Now look at a centuries-old oak tree. It has never taken a single step, yet its roots grow deeper every year, its trunk thicker, its branches reaching higher into the sky. The tree doesn't move. The tree endures. Your body has forgotten this wisdom. You've been taught that vitality comes from activity, from burning, from pushing, from constantly doing. But there's a reason the ancient Taoists didn't jog. They stood, motionless, rooted, activating what modern science is only now beginning to understand. The invisible architecture that pumps life force back into your kidneys, fortifies your bones without impact, and reverses the biological countdown from the ground up. In the next 8 minutes, I will show you the invisible chair, a stance so simple that a child could assume it, yet so powerful that masters train for years to perfect it. This is the biological rooting protocol that doesn't drain your battery, it recharges it. Let me show you the villain you've never been introduced to. The medical establishment calls it sarcopenia. The insurance companies call it fall risk. But the ancients had a more accurate name, root rot. Aging doesn't begin in your heart. It doesn't start in your brain. It begins the moment your connection to the ground weakens. When your legs lose their spring, when your knees wobble, when standing up from a chair requires momentum and prayer. That's not just muscle loss. That's your kidney qi leaking out through the soles of your feet. In traditional Chinese medicine, the kidneys are your body's battery. Not the organs themselves, but the energetic system they govern. Your bone marrow, your hormonal axis, your deep reserves of vitality. And here's what Western medicine has finally caught up to. The kidneys and the legs are connected through a biological highway that cardiologists now call the second heart. Your calf muscles, when properly engaged, act as a pump. With every contraction, they squeeze venous blood back up toward your heart, fighting gravity, preventing pooling, keeping your entire system oxygenated and alive. But here's the secret they don't tell you. The pump doesn't require you to walk. It requires you to load. When you stand in the correct position, knees unlocked, weight sinking, muscles engaged in isometric tension, you activate something called bone piezoelectricity. Your bones generate electrical charges under static pressure. This isn't mystical. This is physics. And these microcurrents signal your osteoblasts to build. Your bone density increases without a single impact, without a single step. You don't need cardio. You need rooting. The Taoists understood this 3,000 years ago. They had a proverb: a tree dies from its roots, a man ages from his legs. They watched nature. They saw that the mightiest structures, the sequoias, the banyan trees, the bristlecone pines that live for 5,000 years, don't run. They sink deeper. Their power comes from their foundation. And so the Taoist masters developed Zhanzhuang, standing like a tree. Not as meditation, though the mind quiets. Not as exercise, though the body transforms. But as a biological rooting protocol that reconnects you to the Earth's electromagnetic field and restores the energetic circulation that modern life has severed. I've witnessed 96-year-old masters stand in this position for 2 hours without trembling. Meanwhile, 25-year-old athletes collapse in 5 minutes, their legs screaming, their nervous systems short-circuiting, because they've never learned to root. They've learned to run, to jump, to flee, but not to stand their ground. There's a reason these masters don't shuffle when they walk. Their spines don't curve. Their eyes are clear. They haven't reversed aging through supplements or surgery. They've reversed it through stillness. This is the stance that rebuilds your foundation. The protocol. Here's how you reclaim your roots. Step 1. The stance. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Not narrow, that's instability. Not wide, that's tension. Shoulder-width. Your feet should be parallel, toes pointing forward like train tracks. Feel the 3 points of contact. The ball of your foot behind the big toe, the ball behind the little toe, and the center of your heel. This tripod is your foundation. Step 2. The sink. Unlock your knees. Don't bend them dramatically. Just soften them, as if you're about to sit on a high stool that's right behind you. Your tailbone tucks slightly under, lengthening your lower back. Your pelvis tilts just enough that your spine can stack, vertebra by vertebra, without compression. This is the hardest part to master, because your body will fight you. You'll want to lock your knees. You'll want to arch your back. You'll want to stand the way you've always stood, collapsed, braced, holding tension in all the wrong places. But the sink is where the magic happens. This is the invisible chair. You're sitting on air, and your legs are learning to hold you without gripping. Step 3. The embrace. Raise your arms as if you're hugging a massive tree. Your hands float at chest height, palms facing your body, fingers spread gently. Your elbows are heavy, pulling down toward the earth. Your shoulders drop away from your ears. You're not holding anything, yet you're holding everything. This arm position activates your thoracic spine, opens your chest, and allows your breath to drop into your belly, where it belongs. Within 30 seconds, your legs will begin to shake. This is not weakness. This is awakening. Your nervous system is recalibrating. For years, you've stood with locked joints, using bone instead of muscle, letting fascia tighten and scar tissue accumulate. Now, with your knees unlocked and your weight sinking, your muscle fibers are firing in patterns they've forgotten. The tremor is the rust falling off. The tremor is stagnation breaking apart. The tremor is proof that you're charging the battery. Do not straighten your legs to stop the shaking. Breathe. Let the tremor move through you like wind through branches. This is the beginning of root growth. Start with 2 minutes. Your legs will burn. Your mind will scream. Stand anyway. Every second you remain rooted, you're sending a signal to your bone marrow. We are not dying. We are deepening. This is not a workout. This is not a stretch. This is your daily battery recharge. This is the stance that tells your kidneys, we are not leaking anymore. We are gathering. We are consolidating. We are becoming unshakable. The ancients called it standing stake because a stake doesn't move when the wind blows. It doesn't topple when the ground shifts. It drives deeper. You are not a candle burning down. You are a root system expanding. Every day you stand, you add one more thread to the network beneath you. And one day, maybe not this week, maybe not this month, you'll notice that getting out of a chair no longer requires momentum, that your back no longer aches at the end of the day, that your mind is quieter, your sleep is deeper, and your body feels like it belongs to you again. This is what it means to be rooted. Say it with me. I am rooted. I am unshakable. Stand with me. If you're ready to begin the 30-day rooting challenge, comment, I am rooted below. Let's rebuild your foundation together.